Tēnā koutou katoa. Good afternoon, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Victoria University of Wellington staff, whānau, friends, and of course, fellow graduates. I want to start by actually thanking the Graduation Office for allowing this event to go ahead in the first place. Much like an 8:30 a.m. lecture after T-shirt night, I'm sure it would have been very tempting after the second delayed graduation to opt for the recorded version, to be watched from the comfort of our own bubbles or flats. But particularly after the year that has been, there's something quite special after being able to celebrate the last 3, 4, 5, dare I say 6 years together in the same room. And what a ride it's been. We've survived thousands of hours of lectures, tutorials, several earthquakes, the My Allocator tutorial sign-up debacle, a global pandemic, and the best efforts of our friends at Krishna Food to talk us into veganism and yoga. If all those tossed together don't build some sort of sense of camaraderie, I'm unsure what would. But through all of this, I remember being told when I started my time at Vic that uni is a team sport. It's not something that you can do by yourself, and it's not designed to be taken on that way either. And so it's very fitting that we sit here today surrounded by that team. Our family, our friends, our lecturers, tutors, and so many others who have helped us, supported us, and stood by us through our time at university. Now, the first part of that team that I want to particularly acknowledge are the lecturers and professional staff. It's hard to articulate how generous you all are with your time and how much you care about the students of our uni. There are the university staff, like Colin the Pipitea campus security guard, who'd walk around telling people the library was closed and making sure they got that downtime in as well. Or our tireless administrators like Pauline Castle, who, regardless of how busy she was, and Pauline was very busy, always made time to check in on students who looked a little stressed out. And our lecturers like Professor Yvette Tinsley, who encouraged us to go to the district court so we could see firsthand the effects of New Zealand's criminal justice system. Or Professor Jeff McLay, who cared so much about building a sense of community at our law school that he and his dog Coco would turn up every single Friday morning at 7 a.m. to run with those particularly eager students. But never have I been so proud to be a student at our university than when in 2018, during a protest against gendered violence and bullying in the legal profession, our lecturers, led by Professor Mark Hickford, not only encouraged us to leave class for this, but joined their students in advocating for a better, fairer legal profession. The people here today behind me are more than just staff members. They're more than just employees of this university. They're role models whose passion for their subjects is rivaled only by their concern for their university. So thank you. To those family members and friends here today, while the degrees we receive have our names on them, honestly, the achievement is just as much yours as it is ours. Mum and Dad, I'm sure after having to put up with years and years of unsolicited hot takes on anything to do with law and commerce, and often things that weren't as well, has no doubt tested your patience and your decision to send me down to law school. But also to all the loved ones here today, and to those who could not attend as well, I'm sure I speak for all the graduates when I say thank you so much for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for listening to stories about 200-level statistics or contract law papers and responding with, "Oh, that sounds interesting." Thank you for the care packages. And thank you for pretending that our complaints of self-inflicted all-nighters to get that assignment in came anything close to the trials and tribulations you faced in raising us in the first place. Now, at the risk of sounding like a philosophy student or a first-year tutorial icebreaker, I think it's worth reflecting briefly on what comes next for us as graduates. We've left university at a very strange time, and the world is looking like a very different place to even when some of us finished that last exam or handed in that last assignment. But despite this change, it's hard not to be excited about what comes next. It's hard not to be excited when, although we're dispersing into different careers, cities, or causes, or indeed already have, we've already seen that our cohort is one that wants to, and in fact can, make a difference in these areas that we choose. It's hard not to be excited when, even if tertiary education is unfortunately still such a privilege in New Zealand, each graduation cohort, including our own, looks more and more like Aotearoa New Zealand. It's hard not to be excited when, although our society and even the world at large is currently being gripped by some major health, economic and social challenges, we've just received a world-class education from a very cool little capital city with some very uncool weather, giving us the foundation to take on these challenges. Look, New Zealand is not a country that is renowned for gushing over milestones, and Kiwis love to play down an achievement. But the achievement of graduating today is one worth celebrating, and it's one worth celebrating with the people that we love the most. So thank you everyone for being part of the last 6 years. Congratulations on what you've achieved, and good luck for the next chapter. I'm excited to see what comes next. Thank you.